Okay. Okay, we got the first part that I seen of Cam and Cheyenne Bryant going at it. We got another part. This part I didn't see, and listen, she was eating Cam up all day. It's just sometimes you enter in conversations you're not equipped to be in. Like, I don't like when people go into emotional or intellectual depths they're not prepared for. I don't like it. I don't like when I do it, and I don't like when other people involve themselves in it. But apparently that's what Cam did, and I wanted to give him a pass, but we'll watch.
Careful what you ask for. Start asking God, reveal to me what I'm saying I want.
But none that you want to be like, yo,
no,
I like what y'all have.
Right.
I want to emulate that.
No, and it's not because what they have isn't healthy. It's because
this was she finna eat Cam up again.
I have a strong sense of self, and I'm not knocking people who look to other people. I would like that, or I get what you're saying. There's nothing wrong with that. But I have a strong sense of self, and I don't want what someone else has. I want what is aligned in God's will for me.
For real,
and so
that's
I
me
have
too.
A strong understanding that what's for me ain't gonna look like your healthy relationship. And if I caught up in, I want that, or I want it to mirror that, then I may be looking and meeting my husband saying, you don't fit this box, which is called compartmentalizing. And
right.
My husband, who's God sending to after all my work, doesn't need to fit a box.
I'm not against compartmentalizing, but it ain't a box that you can put me in or put my love in. Like, I don't believe in it.
And pray on the ways that I don't understand, because I'm not supposed to lean onto my own understanding. I'm supposed to trust God in all his ways.
Yes,
and when doing that means I'm not looking for anything externally to idolize when I have myself in God, and I know that who my husband is, I will feel it. I don't have to see it in someone else's world.
Speak,
and the other
woman,
thing
speak.
is, be careful with want what somebody else has from the optics, because it could look like we want beautiful mansion, and we go in that house, excuse my language, that motherfucker's more homeless than people who sleep on the street. Because just because you got 4 walls and you have a marble floors and you have a gated home and you have a 10,000 or 20,000 square foot home doesn't mean that thing ain't more homeless than the person who's in a high-rise apartment.
Let me fix my hat. My forehead kind of big,
living in downtown LA, and they're a student
that
who's
didn't
poor.
Sound right.
Okay, that has nothing to do with it. So I'd rather have a little apartment with my husband and baby, we got wealth, than be in a big mansion like a lot of people have done and be homeless in that thing. And I'm sitting here creating this image for my people to admire me, but I'm
That's
dying
a hell of its own. A hell of its own.
Resources and people, I don't want no friends around me who can see me as a mansion, but let me die as a homeless person eternally.
Yes.
I'm good.
Yes.
Nor do I want to be the woman who says, I want what Cam and this woman has, not knowing that when this woman goes wherever she's going, she's really speaking the real about what y'all got going, but she's not going to tell me, because she wants me to keep feeding her trauma, which is that mask and that costume she's wearing, to make people think that relationship is good. I'll pass. I'll take what God has for me, and I will continue to pray for those who I see have a healthy relationship and support them. But I don't want nothing nobody has, because it's not mine. And if it ain't yours, y'all, you can't keep it. You can't sustain it. So stop wanting things that ain't yours. Stop wanting things that don't belong to you. That's called despair. Get you some help, get you some healing, get you a sense of self, and start wanting things that are yours. And then you may not end up with a man who's beating your ass because you thought he was putting her on jets and buying her
she gave it up
and taking her to nice restaurants when she was going home getting her ass beat. But you wanted it,
she
though,
gave
right?
it up.
Be careful what you ask for. Start asking God, reveal to me what I'm saying I want, so I understand the transparency of it. God, reveal to me what's mine, so I can have that. And I don't end up praying to you to get out of it. I don't rush to the altar just to become a divorcee or a baby mama or a baby daddy.
Ooh, say. Oh, look. Look, I gotta clap it up. Listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. When I did my video yesterday, you know, I went in on Cam. At the end, I kind of was looking at her a little, because she started going a little too far. And I was ready to let her have it a little bit too, but She ate that boy Cam up this whole episode. It's like I said, just sometimes you enter into emotional and intellectual depths that you're not prepared for. You can think you're ready for that. You can think you're that person, but you're not. And some people will drag you down there. Now there's ways that Cam could have got back at her on the video I seen yesterday, but it's not about that. It's about healthy dialogue, healthy conversations, and just people raising each other understanding it and frequencies of, like, giving people a alternate way to look at things. You know what I'm saying? Not just condemning them and saying they're always out of line or they're wrong, but You know, when somebody got something good for you, man, chew the meat, spit out the bones. You know what I'm talking about? And she was feeding that boy Cam. You know, I feel bad for Cam. He actually got a nice podcast, you know what I'm saying? He kind of like Nick Cannon to me too. Like, I like Nick, but Nick do that too. That's why Nick got in that trouble, you know what I'm saying, with them synagogue folk. Because sometimes you get into intellectual depths that you really not prepared for, and you really can't explain yourself when you have people who are educated around different conversations and different scenarios, and you look like a fool. You look stupid. You look dumb. I don't want to enter none of that. I'd be in a position where I would have let her talk. I'll let yesterday with Captain, I'm just taking my time. Like you said, boy, you look dumb. You looked dumb. But shout out to them for even having the conversation and even giving me material to work with. Shout out to them for that. Junior.